Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/cheating stories, where we have 3 excellent examples of why girls' nights out is just an excuse to cheat. Let's begin. My girlfriend got angry when I pointed out her hypocrisy when it comes to cheating. Posted by Reddit user ThrowRA9492.
I have been with my partner for 2 years and she's always been vocal about how much she hates cheating, and it's something she could never forgive after her ex-boyfriend cheated on her. One of my friends cheated on his partner and my GF ranted for a while about how awful he was. Again, I agree that he shouldn't have cheated and didn't try to condone his behavior. My girlfriend went out on a night out with 3 of her friends. All of them are in relationships. The next morning my girlfriend was talking about the night and kept talking about how one of her friends kept going up to random guys, dancing with them, having her arms around them, and she said it looked like she tried to kiss one of them, but they said no. My girlfriend said all of this while joking about the night. I mentioned that her friend's a cheat then, or at least trying to be, and that I feel bad for her boyfriend and that he deserves to know. My girlfriend disagreed and said she isn't a cheat since nothing happened, so I asked my GF if she would be happy with me dancing with random women on a night out and trying to kiss one of them, and she said no, but that's different. I just pointed out she's seeming to condone cheating when it's her friends or when it's women cheating, but if it's a man or someone she doesn't know, then she is immediately disgusted by cheating. I pointed out it's double standard and hypocritical of her to say she hates cheats but then brush past her friend trying to cheat on her partner. She said I'm wrong and that I'm out of line for calling her a hypocrite. How would you handle this? TLDR, my girlfriend was cheated on and has always said she hates cheaters. She went on a night out with her friends where one of her friends tried to cheat on her partner and my girlfriend laughed it off. I pointed out it was hypocritical to say you hate cheaters but then overlook her friend doing the same thing. My girlfriend said I was wrong and out of line. How would you handle this?
OP, I wouldn't even consider handling this situation at all. It is quite obvious that she herself participates in this kind of shitty behavior. For short, she's a cheater too. Don't waste any more of your time with this hoe. Now let's see some of the comments of other Reddit users.
Comment: am I the only one who immediately thought she herself could have and has acted like the friend on a night out but did not see anything wrong with it because by her own standards, it's not cheating? If hypocrites didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have any at all. An old saying from my long-gone mother which you can take to mean, they don't hold themselves to any standard. So always, but that's different when their behavior is pulled up. Standards only apply to everyone else. We are all guilty of this on occasions. It's the level of the issue that shows how narcissistic the other party actually is. This one tells me OP's partner cannot be trusted out in the wild. This is all true. Whenever you hear that's different, that's bullshit. Your girlfriend lacks character. She believes that the rules do not apply to her. Given the right opportunity, she will cheat. She fails the girlfriend test. Think seriously about moving on with someone you can trust. She is not the one. The only way she would feel comfortable sharing the information she did would be if it were so commonplace for her that she thinks nothing of it. It's the same thing when people normalize in their own mind or in their place of existence bigoted jokes or small comments. They're not racist or sexist. They're just jokes, and jokes are funny. They don't perceive or consider the nuances or otherwise underlying oppressive tone. This is all assuming unwillful ignorance, in contrast to willful ignorance, which is the effort to ignore those nuances in order to not have to change.
And now for today's second story. My girlfriend ghosted me for the weekend, and when she came back, she called me her roommate. Posted by Reddit user OKMeal6033.
First, to get it out of the way, she's my ex now. I'm 24 and she's 21. We had been together for 6 months. At first it was really good, everything, the sex especially. But it started to change about a month ago. She has moved in with me at the 3-month mark. It wasn't official, more like she just stopped leaving. I didn't mind, I loved her company. I worked full-time and she had a part-time job, so we'd spend evenings and weekends together. When we first met, we would drink a lot and get high. But after a while I decided I was tired of that, and she agreed. But over the past month she connected back up with her girl cousin and would go out on the weekends. She would come back drunk and I didn't like it, but then we'd have crazy sex. So, I didn't like this but didn't want to control her. But last weekend I had enough and told her I don't want her going out. She would not listen, so I said don't come home then. It was late and she wasn't back at the usual time, so I went to sleep. I didn't hear from her the next day, so I texted her. Nothing back. Kept at it a few more times. Decided she took what I said to heart. Then on Sunday she comes in like nothing, says hi and goes to shower right away. After that she came to me and asked, "How's it going, roomie?" "Roomie, what the fuck?" I said. "Oh, I have a boyfriend now and we're just roommates. Not like we were a couple lately." I was so mad. I told her get the hell out of my place. But she said she lives here since I let her use me like that. I started yelling, so she went to our room to pack. I wanted to calm down, so I didn't bother her. After an hour she came out with her bag packed. She asked me again if she can stay. We can still mess around too. I said no. Told her to give me back my keys I gave her. She refused and left. I felt so stupid. I guess she did use me the whole time. I feel like she did a 180 in a matter of weeks. Anyway, just ranting, sharing my pain and stupidity. She did me a favor, I suppose.
You need to change your locks immediately, OP. That ex of yours will definitely barge in without notice and without your permission. She knows your schedule, and you wouldn't even know that she will enter your place when you're at work or doing some errands. The entitlement of her denying to return the keys is just something else. Anyways, good luck, OP. And now for today's final story. I feel like what my girlfriend did was cheating. She doesn't. How do I get her to see how inappropriate she was? Posted by Reddit user ThrowRA02123.
My girlfriend went on a weekend vacation with family. Before she left, we had a small fight. Nothing major and we resolved it. When she got back, I asked her about the trip. She mentioned some rich guy invited her to Greece. I asked her about it, and she said her stepmom introduced her to some people at the local yacht club they were hanging out at. Some guy bought her a glass of wine and she said she accepted to just be nice, but that she couldn't wait to get out of there. She said the whole interaction lasted about 20 minutes and that was it. As the days progressed, I couldn't help but feel like she was lying to me. It was eating away at me and I felt like I was going crazy. So I went through her phone. I know it was wrong and a breach of trust, but I just needed to know if I was being lied to. I found deleted texts from him where they were flirting. She said he was sexy, and he said she was stunning. He invited her to go to Greece with him and she said she wished she could but had a life to get back to. She told him he should come to visit her sometime and he said yes. I confronted her about it and she was really upset. I went through her phone, which I can understand. She said nothing sexual happened and it was nothing. She said she was upset and that we were in a bad place and that she knew she shouldn't be doing it, so she didn't. I don't know what to believe or how to handle this. Is this cheating? What should I do? We've been together a year and I'd like to try and fix it, but I feel like the trust is gone. Edit 1. We didn't have an argument really, but she voiced concerns about my feelings towards her son. He has a mild form of Asperger's and has some trauma issues. He is also very high energy. We've been seeing each other off and on for almost a year and over the last 3 months, things have gotten more serious. Her son has been around us a lot. When he's here he has to sleep in the bed with us. If he sees us hugging, he pushes us apart. He has special needs and it's a challenge. She was feeling my patience wearing thin prior to her vacation. She told me her feelings and I explained to her that I was still in this 100%, apologized for making her feel that way. I told her I just needed more time to keep getting used to things and said I would be more open with her about it. She said she understood but that we needed a reset on things. I didn't understand what that meant, but she assured me she was still in this. After I confronted her about the texts, she said she was not 100% at the moment and was grappling with feeling like she wasn't all in. Edit 2. This isn't the first time I've gone through her phone. I've probably done this 3 or 4 times and I've found something every single time. The first 7 months of the relationship was off and on. She wasn't comfortable and was sleeping with another guy and flirting with others. She wasn't totally honest about it at times. When we decided to get together for real, we promised we wouldn't hold information from each other and that we would be loyal. Since we started seeing each other, there has been contact from 4 men she has slept with in the past year, one of which she slept with after we met. She wasn't always honest about those interactions, and I confronted her about it when I found it in her phone before. I broke things off and she promised no more other guy, which is why I'm here again, I guess. As I write this I can see now, there's no trust on either part.
So in short, she met a rich Chad who she knew had the money to visit her and her kid. Uh-huh. OP, inviting him is basically pre-planning her monkey branching. She already cheated on you, you damn donut. And I have no doubt that they already fucked during that trip. Let's see how this Chad will feel dating a 41-year-old single mom of a special needs child and with a proven track record of cheating. When she comes crawling back to you, you better kick her back to the streets. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.